There's a man in Tokyo who lived to 105. His name was Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara. For decades, journalists asked him the same question. What keeps people healthy the longest? His answer never changed. Not diet, not exercise. It was sleep. Now think about yourself. Do you sleep well? Really well? Or is it more like you get into bed exhausted and just lie there? Or you fall asleep all right, but then it's 3 a.m. and you're awake again, staring at the ceiling. That doesn't mean something's broken, but it's also not something you just have to accept. Because what Dr. Hinohara and the physicians around him observed long before modern research caught up was that the body doesn't switch off on its own anymore after a certain age. It needs a signal, a gentle one, something that says, the day is done. It's safe now. That's exactly what we're looking at today. 3 simple movements, under 5 minutes, done in bed right before sleep, that have quietly become some of the most shared longevity habits in Japan. Let's go into it. But first, let me explain why sleep actually changes after 51. Because once you understand that, what I'm about to show you will make complete sense. Nobody warns you that sleep changes. You don't get a memo at 50 saying that the deep, solid sleep you've had your whole life is going to start feeling different now. Lighter, more interrupted, harder to come back from when something wakes you. But it happens. And there's a reason. Your body's natural wind-down system relies on a few things working together. Body temperature dropping in the evening, specific hormones signaling rest, and the nervous system slowing its activity after the day is done. After 50, all 3 of those things become less reliable. Not broken, just slower, less automatic. The body produces less melatonin. Core temperature doesn't drop as reliably in the evening. And the nervous system that carries the full weight of a day stays switched on longer than it used to. So what used to happen on its own now needs a little help. The result is that you're tired, but not yet rested. But here's where it gets interesting. Something fascinating kept appearing again and again in places like Okinawa. The people who slept best weren't doing anything dramatic. They weren't taking anything. They weren't following rigid programs. They had rituals. Small, consistent, almost unremarkable habits they did before bed. Things that told the body reliably every night that the day was finished. And it turned out to make a measurable difference to how quickly people fell asleep and how deeply they stayed there. Dr. Hinohara described it like this. The body holds the tension of the day inside it, in the hips, in the shoulders, in the jaw, the chest, the lower back. It doesn't release that tension automatically just because you lie down. You have to give it a signal. That's what these 3 movements do. Let's go through them. Number 1, the slow knee drop. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the mattress, arms just resting at your sides. Now don't force anything. Just let both knees slowly fall together to one side, as far as feels comfortable. Let gravity do it. You're not pushing or pulling, just allowing. Hold it there. Breathe in through your nose, slowly out through your mouth. 3 full breaths. Then bring the knees back to center. Pause for a moment and let them fall the other way. That's it. That's the whole movement. Now, why does something that simple actually work? The hips carry more stored tension than almost anywhere else in the body. Think about how much of your day is spent with the hips flexed, sitting at a table, in a car, on a sofa. The muscles around the hips and lower back are in a low, continuous contraction for most of the day, and they stay that way. That contraction keeps the nervous system slightly activated, slightly on guard. This movement interrupts that signal. The gentle, gravity-led release of the hips tells the body something important. The workday posture is over. You can let go now. You might feel something when you do it for the first time. A kind of quiet heaviness settling into your lower back and hips. Maybe a small release of breath you didn't know you were holding. That's your body responding to the signal. Do this for 3 to 5 breaths on each side. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. Number 2, the shoulder melt. Still lying on your back. Let your arms open slightly. Not wide out like wings, just a little away from your body. Palms facing upward. Now take a full breath in, feel the chest expand, and on the exhale, don't move anything on purpose. Just imagine the shoulders sinking, like something is gently pressing them down into the mattress, and they're finally going. Breathe in, and on the way out, let the shoulders go. That's it. Ask yourself honestly, When did you last feel your shoulders fully drop? Most people don't realize how much tension they carry in their upper back and shoulders until they deliberately release it. By evening, after hours of sitting slightly forward reading, on a phone, at a screen, in a chair, the muscles across your upper back have been working. Quietly, continuously, all day. They don't release automatically just because you get into bed. They need to be told. Repeat this 4 or 5 times. On the second or third exhale, you'll notice something happening without your help. Your breath starts to slow on its own. Your jaw unclenches slightly. Your whole chest feels a little wider. That shift is your body changing gears from alert to restful. And it's happening because you gave it the right signal. If you're finding this video helpful, please take a second to like this video and subscribe. We're building a strong and active community for adults over 60 right here, and your presence truly makes a difference. Also, drop a comment below and tell us where in the world you're watching from. We'd love to know. Number 3, the long exhale stretch. This one ties everything together, and in some ways, it's the most powerful. Let your legs extend, long and straight. Then bring your arms up slowly overhead. Not stretched to the limit, just enough to feel a long, soft line from your fingertips all the way down to your heels. Now breathe in for a count of 4. And breathe out for a count of 6. In for 4. Out slowly for 6, 3 times. The extended exhale is the key thing here. When your out breath is longer than your in breath, your body's rest system becomes more dominant. Your stress response quiets. Your heart rate settles. Your mind stops generating. And the full body stretch alongside it does something specific to your spine. It creates a little space between the vertebrae that spent the whole day compressed under load, and signals at a physical level that the body is no longer needed in an upright, active state. That gentle decompression is felt immediately. Most people describe it as a kind of sigh through the whole body. After the third exhale, notice what's happening. The eyes are probably a little heavier. The thoughts, if any, are slower, more distant. That's your body doing exactly what it was designed to do once you give it the right conditions. Dr. Hinohara had a phrase he used with his oldest patients. He called this kind of evening routine, saying, the last kindness you give yourself before sleep. It's just a quiet act of care, repeated every night until the body no longer needs to be asked. Now, don't try to do all 3 perfectly tonight. Just do the first one, the knee drop. Let your knees fall to the side, breathe 3 times, and see what you feel. That's enough to start. If you wake up tomorrow feeling even slightly more rested, you'll know something is working. The oldest people in the world don't sleep better because they try harder. They sleep better because they've learned to make space for it. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who could use a better night's sleep. They don't need to do anything complicated. Just this. It costs nothing, and good sleep changes more than most people realize. If you'd like more simple habits like this, you can subscribe below. Sleep well tonight, and I'll see you in the next one. For the description. This video is based on peer-reviewed research. Sources are listed below for anyone who'd like to read further. No medical background needed to find them useful.